Welcome to Cafecito with Irali. I am your host, Irali, and we have Eric here.
What
As
up,
you
what up,
can
guys?
see.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay.
What's up, guys?
But we have our cafecitos here, you guys. We frothed some creamer in it, so honestly it's super good. And we have our official Cafecito with Irali podcast mugs.
Yep, these are fire. For those of you watching on YouTube, these are really nice. I hope you guys can see that.
Yeah. Um I'm really thankful to my stepmom that she gave me these as a little regalito. So thank you so much. But we kind of want to start our episode today just talking about how our week has gone. So baby, how has your week gone?
My week has been pretty good. Very just kind of long at work, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've been we're actually putting some pretty long days at work, but I had yesterday off, Friday off, so that was pretty nice.
Yeah.
How's your week?
Um yeah, it was very like long hours cuz I think I mentioned this in the last episode, but I'm waking up super early to do my cardio.
Yeah, I've been feeling that too. I'm like, damn, this week has felt so long.
Yeah, and then we actually made it a goal this week for us to wake up even earlier so that way he can get his cardio in before he has to go to work.
Yeah.
And you guys, he's like stepping out of the door like to go to work like no later than 5:20.
Yeah.
Like 5 no later than that, you guys. So like imagine, and honestly it's been helping me a lot as well, just so I could start off like a lot earlier as well, so that way I have more time to like make him breakfast and just to get to work even earlier than I was before.
Yep.
So honestly I like it.
That's pretty good. I like it too. I mean, we've been going to sleep pretty early, so that's been helping.
Yeah.
It's just that in the afternoons I don't really have time to like get my cardio in after my workouts.
Yeah.
Cause I still gotta like, shower and like eat dinner and all that. So kind of run out of time to do my cardio. So waking up earlier, it's definitely helped.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have been a little tired. I'm like, damn, but early bird gets the worm, I guess.
Yeah. But
we just gotta like get our rest. As long as we get our 7-8 hours of sleep, like we'll be fine.
yeah, like as long as we're in bed or like asleep by 9, I feel like that's what's been helping, that we're like very rigorous about our sleep time. We're like, no, we have to go to bed right now. We have to go to bed.
Yeah.
And it's been helping us like stay on schedule, to be honest, and I love that.
Damn, rigorous. You're throwing out big words like that today.
Oh,
okay.
am I? Have I been reading a little?
Damn, this girl been reading. Hell yeah.
Cheers, honey.
Cheers, baby. I was.
But I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I hope you guys have your cafecitos listos with us.
Yep.
We obviously have ours, so let's get to talking. Yeah, I kind of wanted to talk about like how to maintain and achieve those goals. I know that this is the second month of the year, and typically, like how I mentioned this a little bit in the last episode as well, but I didn't go into further detail. But I just kind of, because there's the second month of the year, right? And the first, so in January, people typically make goals and they fall off a lot. And so I kind of wanted to go into a way of keeping up with those goals.
Yeah.
And making sure that you stick with them and that you don't forget about those goals, because there's a lot of distractions out there. There's a lot of things that can derail you from the journey.
Yep.
And to not be in that derailing, I don't know if that's the correct word, but
I'm sure that's the correct one.
yeah,
I think so.
But yeah, there's I just kind of wanted to talk about that and how I and yourself kind of like get into the rhythm of sticking on the path.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
typically you make goals in January, right? And you're so motivated, you're so energetic towards those goals, and you're like, "Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it." But then you achieve a little bit of it, and then you get comfortable with achieving that goal, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm good. Like I can I'll just redo the goal. I'll just keep reaching there, and I'll just, and you keep backtracking. You take some steps forward, but then you take some back actually by not keep going. Like imagine if you reached those goals, that like tiny goal that you set for yourself, and then you just stopped there. But imagine if you just kept going, like one step further, one step further, one step further. And I'm very like goal oriented. Like I've ever since like we started dating, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, babe, like what's your goal today?
Yeah.
Like what are your goals for the year? And like sometimes like you don't have any,
Yeah.
but like even if it's just like waking up earlier, or wearing, because your Eric's like very like fashion forward, as you can tell if you guys can
Yeah.
see
I
his
look like I'm going to a
outfit.
funeral or something.
No, you have your corduroy jeans and your Noble t-shirt. Oh yeah, I have my Noble.
Oh yeah, the noble T-shirt that I'm rocking. Use
Shout out
code
Noble.
Irali.
Yeah, Kodo Irali. Sorry guys, we went off topic, but we have I actually don't get anything from this Noble code. It's just they just reached out to me just because they liked my content and stuff, and motivation that I have towards fitness. And I actually don't get anything out of it. All you guys do is get a discount. So it helps you guys out more than it like helps me out. So if you guys want to go to Noble, I think it's noble.co.com. But I always tag them in my ThriveFit page. And I'm wearing one of their pieces, and then Eric's wearing a t-shirt. So shout out to Noble, you guys. Thank you guys so much for believing in me and seeing my vision. But what else were we talking about?
I don't know. You went off topic, but you were talking about like maintaining your goal and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So sorry guys, a little sidetrack moment. But
Yeah. I don't even know how you got there.
but a lot of people derail themselves from the journey, right? So you just want to make sure that you stick to those goals, and the some ways that I like to stick to them is by writing them down. Like I have notes all over the house, huh, babe?
Yeah, like on mirrors, like sticky
Yeah.
notes everywhere. But I think that helps a lot. That actually helps a lot.
Yeah, like we have a whiteboard in our bedroom, and what I used to be not as good as I am now is waking up in the morning. And Eric knew this. Like Eric has always been super good at waking
Yeah.
up in the morning, and I would always be like, "No me hables si no tengo mi café." Like
Yeah.
I would just not be in a good mood, and I'd be like lazy, and I'd be wanting to sleep in. And but to help myself reach those goals, I put on the whiteboard like get the F up, with the actual word, but I put get the F up. I wake up and I read that, and it just became like a habit,
Yeah.
like Irali, get up. Irali, get up. Irali, get up. And every morning I would see that, even if I didn't want to, I would see that, and then I would be like, okay, you have to. And now, like, I wake up like no later than 4:30 now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that writing it down that helps a lot. I think that's a good thing that it's like a good habit to get into. Um cuz like when they say like you can read something a bunch of times, but like once you actually write it down and like, or how does it go? Yeah, you write it down and then like that's when it kind of like gets engraved in your head or whatever.
Yeah.
So you like you write it down, and then you like start seeing it every day, especially the ones that you put in the mirror.
Yeah.
When I read like those like every morning, I'm just
Yeah.
like, all right, like there's these goals that we got to get to, like let's get to them, like um yeah, I just feel like that's very helpful, and like people should like try to get into that habit of like writing it down,
Yeah.
putting sticky notes. What I do a lot is like I'll write notes on my phone as like reminders, and they'll just pop up like all the time on my phone.
Oh,
Like
that's a
if I need
great
to get
one.
stuff down, like I'll put them down as reminders, and then yeah, they just pops up.
Like a notification on your
Yeah,
phone.
it's just like a notification on my phone, pretty much,
Oh,
that I
okay.
like set myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Just like
right.
when I need to get stuff done, like I like put it down like that, so I just get like that little reminder all the time.
Yeah. There's another way. Cuz I know that he's suggested that to me, but I don't know why that like no me atrae en mi celular. I don't know
Yeah.
why. Like I'm a writer, like whenever I write, that's where I like engrave it in my brain. And I use a planner for that. So I have like my planner, my thick thick planner that I write everything in, and that's how like I also motivate myself to complete all these things, you know. I have everything in there, like my workouts, what if it's a leg day, if it's shoulder day, how much cardio I need to do, and
Yeah.
like obviously like what I need to get done around the house with the dogs, like with Eric, like everything in there, you guys. And then like I write stuff everywhere, so I have like, and I actually write stuff in my notes too, like on my phone, but I don't set them up as reminders. I just have them like,
On your notes.
yeah, like
Yeah.
even like to do stuff, like.
Mhm.
And you have to like keep updating. The thing about goals is like once you reach them, it's like you have to think about your stuff, like okay, what other thing can I achieve,
Yeah.
you know? So you got there, and what other thing can you do better to get even further, you know?
Yep.
And it just takes time. um it honestly just like takes some time, like as simple as drinking water. Like a lot of people suck at drinking water. Yeah, you have your Stanley Cup, but are you just drinking one? Because if you're just drinking one, girl, that's not enough. Like,
Yeah.
you know, so yes, you drink a Stanley amount, whatever, if it's 40 ounces, 30 ounces, whatever it is. But, you know, you get more. Like, why not more? You know?
Yeah. Damn, that just reminded me that I forgot your Stanley Cup at the pool yesterday.
Oh, yeah, he forgot my cup.
We like laughed, and I was like trying to get a sip of water. I'm like, damn, I think I left the freaking water bottle at the pool. Hopefully it's there today. I mean, we can go maybe tomorrow or something. Hopefully it's
Yeah.
there.
They have a lost
But
and found, but I mean, I can ask. You know?
yeah, but like that drinking water, like I used to be terrible at drinking water, but now it's like I wake up, gotta drink some water.
Yeah.
That's like the first thing I drink is like water,
Yeah,
just
you're
before I get
very
anything else in
good.
my system now. But yeah, then I'll just carry like my big water bottle all the time and just fill it up and drink out of it,
Yeah.
just because that is very important.
Yeah, something that I really admire about Eric is that he like is not a complainer, you guys. Like he just gets stuff done. Like he like this quote is him. He's
I
the
bet.
quote is
I bet. It better be a good one. Better be a
a ver
good
si me
one.
sale bien. But the quote is how you do something is how you do everything. And that's what Eric is. And like, do you want to go into detail about that, or do you want me to talk about it?
With that, it's just you can't just like half-ass, one thing, because then you half-ass one thing, then you're like start half-assing the next thing and the next thing, and then you just kind of become a half-ass dude, and it's like, nah, you just gotta go hard with whatever you do, you know, and
Yeah, and
yeah, I think that's just a good thing to do, like just go hard with everything you do. Don't just half-ass one thing, because then you're just gonna start half-assing everything.
yep.
Um,
And that's
yeah,
something that like I learned from him even now. Like, no, if you're gonna do something, do it right. You know, obviously, like everyone starts somewhere, and there's step one, right? And you to get to step one, you gotta get to step two, and blah 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 blah. There's a lot of distractions in life, but how you do something is how you do everything.
yeah.
And that is something I learned off of Cooley and Bedros.
That foot goes hard.
Or is it Bedros Koulian? I always mix
No,
them
it's
up.
Cooley and Bedros.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's Cooley and Bedros.
But if you guys haven't listened to his podcast, you guys will learn so much. He's like that dad that's like
Te va a regañar el way, but it's
Yeah,
like
get
it'll
the
make you fucking want to
he'll
do
make
whatever he's
you
doing.
freaking do it. Like he'll
Like te va
make
a regañar, but then you're like, I need to get to that shit. I need to
yeah.
get to it.
I love when he talks about saggy titties.
That
He's
shit's so funny. I'm like, damn. I was starting to get some saggy titties. I'm like, damn, I need to start hitting that chest day.
yeah. He's like, you don't want saggy titties. You don't want
Yeah.
me to
Oh my
flick your
god.
saggy
That
titties.
fool. Yeah. Shout out him. That fool is great.
He's so motivating,
Yeah.
honestly.
I guess another thing to like help you stay on track or like to meet your goals is like just getting rid of how you were saying like there's so many distractions, like just um get rid of all those, like start seeing like what's helping you set your goals and like what's stopping you from like get to where you need to go, and start like kind of getting rid of all those distractions, you know.
Yeah.
Like for you, since you're on prep right now, it's very hard for you to walk into a store and see like all these chips and like all this shit that you like would always just get because it's so easy to just get it, you know. But now you just like order online and just you just get what you need and you just pull up, they throw it in your trunk and you're good to go. Like even just like little things like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a great one. That's a great one. And
Yeah.
even people, like materialistic things, like events.
Yeah, like if you're trying to, like I'm trying to save money right now because we do want to buy a new car here soon. So even just like dinners, you know, just sacrifice those dinners for a while, and like that goes a long way.
Yeah. And like push harder. Like there's always gonna be, like the other day, like yo estaba bien campante en el trabajo. Like I was like, I got my workout, my cardio done in the morning. Like I was like ticking off boxes, right? Like accomplishments in the morning. Like I was there at work early, and then I was done at work. Like, and I felt like I did such a good job at work. And then I come to find out that they freaking put one of those nasty parking violation stickers on my car, and I was so mad. I was so angry. I was like, oh, but like I call Eric like all angry, and I'm like, babe, you have no idea. While he was like snowboarding, I'm like, babe, you have no idea what they just put in my car. And I was all pissed, and I even like was trying to contact the Glenwood parking police or whatever they're called.
I just hung up because she wasn't gonna ruin my day.
Pobrecito, he gets all my emotions.
I was just kidding. I was just like, oh shit, well, I mean, we'll just take it off later, like no se agüita, you know.
Yeah, and like this, I took it off right then and there. I was like, I don't care if I freaking litter right now. I was like trying to take it off real quick, like, cause I had to go to Target to go get like my protein stuff, and like it was just, like it just like frustrated me so bad. But then I was like, breathe, Irali. You got goals. You got goals. Don't let those emotions, those negative like events affect you. Like just breathe. And that's what I've been working on a lot, and it's been really hard for me to work on that, but you know, I'm gonna get there. There's a goal that I have in mind, you know. There's a big goal that I've never completed before that I really want to do. So it's like you can't let those little things get you, because I used to be the type where I would get emotional and I would get a bag of chips, you know.
Yeah.
And then like a lot of people use food as comfort, and as like they get sad or mad or whatever emotion, negative emotion, and they want to eat. They like I remember like we would always like we obviously we work a lot, so it's like we would get off work super tired, and like obviamente yo no quería cocinar porque estaba bien cansada del trabajo.
Pinche huevona.
Okay, cooking's a lot of work sometimes. But I remember like it's just easier to go out to eat. Like, yeah. Honestly, like you just sit down and chill, platicar a gusto while someone else is cooking for you, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, and it's like, I can't even do that right now. Like, yeah. I can't even get a little break. But you know what saves me is that I know I have food already prepped in my fridge. Mm-hmm. Because I have it ready to go.
Yeah, that has helped out so much, because even when I leave in the mornings, like I'll just grab a lunch real quick and just throw it in my bag and vámonos, you know, like mm-hmm. That has helped a lot. In the afternoons we just kind of heat up the food, and it's good food. Like I know people get tired of prep, and some people are like, oh, like eating healthy is terrible, but where did I see this from? Johnny, you know Johnny, the I forget his last name, but
The local other trainer.
yeah,
Yeah,
he's like
Ramos.
the big ass dude. I don't, maybe that might be.
Ram.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah, I think it's him. Well, shout out him, but I see it from him because he's like, oh, like your healthy meals like don't need to be boring and all this stuff, and like you make like the turkey and like all this stuff, and like it's so delicious, like I
Yeah.
really fuck with it, and I'm
Oh.
like I could eat that all day,
Yeah.
you know.
And honestly, like another good thing about you too is that you're not picky at all though.
Yeah,
Like, but he is honest. Like it's the turkey me salió poquito dry this time because I opened the lid, and it's like little things like that you're like, oh, okay, well I won't do it next time, you know.
yeah,
But like I love like that you're honest about it though,
yeah,
cause like he's like super honest with me, and like sometimes like it's a little hard to hear, but it's like stuff that you need to just let go of your ego a little bit and take it in and breathe and be like, okay, yeah, you're right. And I do that all the time with you. I'm like,
yeah,
yeah, you're right, you know.
yeah. I mean, I don't mean it like in a bad way. I'm just um,
No, you don't at all, and I don't take
it's
it
a
like that
good
either.
criticism, I guess.
Yeah, and I love it. Like I honestly like that's growing up and stuff, like in the sports that I used to play. That's something that the coaches would always say about me, that I was always like very coachable, and that like porque you know you grow up and you think that people are offending you, but it's like in reality they're just trying to help you out, and that's just kind of how I take it, and it's like, okay, yeah, you're right, like,
Yeah,
you know. But another, I guess, like saying about not letting distractions around you and how to like let that go is like really like writing down your goals, like how I said.
yep,
And like if anything is blocking your guys's way of um those goals, you guys need to like set a filter. Like aunque la gente se ofende, or like for example, like we were at our family's house last weekend and me and Eric were like, we gotta go, and they were like, so early, like what do you mean, like, you know. And I'm
oh
like,
yeah,
no, like we got goals, like we gotta wake up early, and then we have all this and that. Like it would literally take me like another 10 minutes to explain why we would need to leave early. And I'm
yeah.
like,
So
no,
I
like,
mean, um, yeah, you just sometimes you don't even gotta explain it, you know, just or don't even go.
yeah,
Just don't even go, and then you just save yourself all that saliva that you're wasting trying to explain to people, and then you're just like, you know what,
yeah,
like I'll just stay home or whatever.
yeah. It's because it's true. Like some people don't get it, you know, but it's okay. Like it's not their job to understand all the time
Yeah,
either, you know.
but it's just it is a lot of sacrifice for sure.
Yeah,
To get to your goals, it's a lot of sacrifice, and honestly, like sacrifice is pretty much it's love, you know. So you gotta love yourself, meet these goals, you know. You just gotta sacrifice all this shit. So it is, you just do have to sacrifice a lot, but it's
yeah,
worth it. I mean, you just gotta keep your eyes on the goal, you know, keep your eyes on that end goal, that finish line that you're trying to get to.
yeah. And another like quote that I really like that Bedros Keuilian says. I always mix his first and last name
Just
up.
Bedros or
Bedros,
whatever.
yeah, Bedros. He says average is the enemy. He always says that. Average is the enemy. Average is the enemy. And like it's true. If you've never heard this before, average is the enemy, what it means to me is like you don't try your best in what you do, and it's another going back to what the quote that I really like that I explained to that me and Eric explained earlier, um is like if you don't want to be the best, you're always going to be average. If you don't feel like you're pushing yourself enough, if you don't feel tired at the end of the day, if you don't feel like you're not sacrificing, if you feel like you're not like, you know, like really really trying hard for those goals, you're gonna be average all your freaking life.
Yep.
All your life you're gonna be average. You're just gonna be staying at the same place, doing the same thing all your life, and you know you're never gonna get better if you don't really push yourself. And that's why people don't gain control of their weight at the gym. Like, that's why people always get set back, because you don't push yourself enough. You don't push yourself enough, and a lot of people struggle with that. They are satisfied with enough, and you shouldn't. You should never be satisfied with enough.
Yeah. No,
You
I
know?
agree. You just got to go hard.
You,
And then go harder. And then a
yeah.
little harder, you know?
And you know
Just keep
what?
raising that bar.
You should never ever compare yourself to others, no matter what, because you are in your own journey. Like, no matter whatever field you're in, no matter what field you're in, you should never compare yourself. And that's where confidence also lies within the whole realm of having goals, is because you have to have confidence to complete those goals. And the first thing that you should have confidence is in yourself. If you don't have confidence in yourself, then what are you doing?
Yep.
You know?
Yeah.
And like, a lot of people would judge that confidence, but in reality, it's their
Insecurities.
insecurities
Yeah.
speaking loud, you know?
Yeah, and sometimes it shows loud and clear, you know, just like, yo, like, what the hell?
Like, there's times where I'm just like, damn, babe, like,
Yeah.
their insecurities are speaking loud right now.
Yeah.
And then it's like, you just brush it off, and then, nope, I'm Gucci. I'm good, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, you just have to like reel it in within yourself and be like, you know what? I know what I'm doing. I know the steps that I'm taking to become a better person, to have a better future, to, you know, because at the end of the day, like, yo quiero que mis niños no se preocupen por mí. Like,
Yeah.
I want my kids to be able to fly on their own, to like do whatever they want to do without struggling the way we have, you know? And at the end of the day, that's my goal, you know?
Yeah.
And I want to be the best mom in the future that I can ever.
Yeah.
You know?
And you have to be healthy in order to do that, you know? Cuz I don't know, like I feel like one of our goals is like to look good, but to look like even better than we look now at like 50.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want to do. Like I want like my kids to be like, yeah, that's my dad right there.
Like,
That's
be loud
that's
and
fucking
proud.
Zaddy right there, you know? Like that's my dad, you know? I don't want to be like, oh, that's your grandpa. Like, nah, that's my dad. Wait, like, damn, you know? I want to be like
that's
that
goals.
guy. Like, I want to still be able to play like catch, you know, or play football and shit.
Yeah.
Little turkey bowl at like 40, 45, you know, 50. Like I want to just be healthy for as long as I can.
Yeah.
And just be mobile, and you know, I don't want people to have to like do shit for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the goal.
Yeah.
That's honestly the goal that like really inspired me, because it's like, I want to be old and like be so like you said, like mobile,
Yep.
healthy, like in a lot of people don't take that in account. Like, people always say, ay, es que engordé mucho en mis 30s. Like, cumplí 30 y, ay, no, ya empecé a engordar.
Yeah, or people have kids too, and they're like, oh, it's que I had kids, or like this and that.
And
it's
they
like,
make that as an excuse, and it's like, average is the enemy.
Yep.
Average is the enemy. Always remember that. Average is the enemy, you guys. And
yeah, it's like, do you want to be good or do you want to be fucking great? You know, like,
yeah,
you just gotta go hard and just stay focused. Keep your eyes on the prize and just stay focused all the time. And like, if you have your goals that you want to meet, like, just stay focused, you know?
yeah. And honestly, like, whether you want to share your goals or not, it's really up to you. A lot of people believe that if you share your goals, te van a dar el ojo. But that's another thing that about confidence is like obviously, like, share with people that you trust and that feel like that can help you out with those goals and,
Yep.
you know, be there for you. But at the same time, like, I like to share a lot of my goals. Like, I've always been like an overshare of my goals. I always have been like that ever since I could remember. And to me, it helps me like be accountable for those goals. So for me, it's like, como les digo, like, que escribo muchas cosas. It's like, for me, it's like vocally saying like, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do whatever, you know. And it's like, I said it. So I want to be accountable for what I said. Be accountable for your goals, for your actions, for everything. And another thing that Eric really helps me out is being accountable for my stuff, especially with food. He's like, no, you can't eat that.
Yeah.
You can't eat that. And I'm like, you're right. And I'm really good about it too. But like, you're a human being and you do have those like weak moments, you know?
Yep. We're only human. We have weaknesses, like you say. But that's where I'm trying to do a little better, because when that happens, it's usually because I'll pull up with like, some sort of like some fucking fries or some chips or something, and then you like kind of pick at them, and I'm like, hey, you can't have that. But that's where I need to do a little better. It's just like not even bring that or even get that at all. Because I mean, I want to look better too, trying to get sexy out here,
Trying
so
to get sexy.
yeah. So that's just where I need to do a little better too.
And you have been, like yesterday se te antojaba Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, a little Dairy Queen moment right now. But then you're like, nah.
Like, nah.
Yeah.
Let's just go home.
Pues, yeah, it was already like 2 hour, 1 hour faltaba for our meal time. So, yeah, like we've been really strict on like, well, I've been really strict like on my meal time. I have to eat every 3 hours.
Yep.
And that's, again, being accountable for your goals, aunque you have to pack your lunch. And honestly, like on the weekends, I look a little silly because I have my packed lunch. And
but it's good. I mean, hey, you just gotta stay true to yourself, and like people are gonna talk regardless, you know. So it's like, just like how we were saying, just stay focused. Like if you gotta take your lunch, and that's that. Like people could say what they want, like, ay, qué ridícula se trajo su lunch, but it's like, girl, like I'm trying to, look fire, and I got a goal to meet and shit.
Yeah.
So just stay true to yourself always. I think another thing that will really help you like stay focused and meet your goals is like having that team, like a team with you. Like for me, it's like you're my team, like we do everything really good because you like inspire me and motivate me all the time. So like I see you going hard and I'm like, I gotta go harder. And I think like we kind of bounce off each other with that. And then you just like cook all the meals and stuff, so that makes it everything so much easier because it's all prepped and everything. And just like with whatever, we're saving money with like whatever goals you want to do, you want to have that team. But you just gotta have that good team with you, because it is true sometimes what they say, like people want to see you doing good, but they would also like they just don't want to see you doing better than them. And also like how you were saying with like sharing all your goals, like you can't share that with like everybody all the time, just because some people will low-key be like preying on that downfall, or for that to not not, they don't want to see that flourish or whatever, come through.
But you know what's higher than that? God.
Yep.
You got to pray, you guys. Like God will always lead you. God will hold you by his hand and be like, I got you. Like he will never leave you alone, you guys. And esas personas que te desean mal, what's higher than that, greater than that, is God.
Yep.
God would lead you to complete those goals. And don't get me wrong, I don't know any Bible verse by memory, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't grow up in church. I knew about God when I was like already like in first grade. And that's pretty late. I didn't know about Jesus. I thought he was somebody in my class. Mm-hmm. And so
you're like, Jesus, the foot I was sitting behind Carla,
is he new? A new kid? Yeah, that was me. Like that's a little sad, but I started to learn about God and stuff when I was in high school, you guys. That's pretty late. That's super late, you guys. So, but you know what? I know that he's real and that spirit is in me and in us. And you got.
And I've been feeling it a lot like lately,
Yeah.
So that's pretty dope. That's like another thing that it's really cool.
Yeah, you gotta keep God in your life at all times, no matter whether you're feeling super negative. He's there with you. Whether you're super happy, you gotta be thankful. grateful. And that's another thing that I feel like I'm still working on right now is being grateful. Like that day that I was telling you guys that I got that sticker on my car that's super hard to take off. That's why I was mad, because I'm like, dang it, now I have to take this shit off. Yeah. But you know what? I looked back and I was like, no, I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the life that I'm living. I always say thank you, God, for this opportunity. I've never thought that I would be in this opportunity. This is what I prayed for when I was smaller, when I was younger. And obviously, like, I'm praying for more now, you know? And God is going to lead us to where we want to be, you know?
Yeah, you just got to be grateful. Gotta be grateful for sure. Just to even like wake up and like have, you know, to wake up to like more opportunities that day, you know. For sure.
Even to be able to walk, you guys, like,
yeah, straight up, like how I got hurt yesterday, pretty bad. But then I was just like, you know what, like I'm thankful that I was able to like walk out of this accident. We were like snowboarding yesterday, such a great day. It was you know, we went out there with all the boys. Shout out my homie Caesar, fucking Danny, Jimmy, and Jesse. It was his birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, my homie. But we're out there riding, just shredding some pow, and it was so sick. Such a great day to go ride. And then thank God we got like a bunch of good runs in before I like got hurt. But I got hurt so bad, guys. I freaking took a rock to my back. Oh, I like started yelling like crazy. I had never been so scared before in my life. And thank God like Jimmy stopped and he like heard me and he stopped. He like took off his bindings and like hiked up like this deep powder that we were in. He hiked back up to me and like I like started moving my legs because I thought, not gonna lie guys, I thought I had gone freaking paralyzed. I was so scared. And I just got my boots off, but I started like almost having like a panic attack and I just got like my boots off, my gear. I just needed to like focus on my breathing. I finally started breathing and then like I just kind of relaxed and I just lay there for a little bit. I started like thanking God, like damn, at least I can move my legs. I like started moving around a little bit and was able to get back on my board. And as we were going down, I was like, damn, I'm so like thankful right now that like I'm able to walk out of this and like ride out of this. And yeah, that was so scary. But I was just like, damn, thank God I did not like get injured really bad. Because honestly, I was like, damn, I need to go back to work on Monday. These bills ain't gonna wait. So I was like, damn. And I was like praying to, I was like, fuck, God, like, please just let me walk out of this. You know, like, I have so much more to do in this life. Like, if I go paralyzed right now, like, I just cannot. And
you know what's
thankfully
crazy,
I was able to
guys?
get out of that.
Or sorry to interrupt you, honey.
No, you're good. That's kind of what I'm like, all sitting all weird and like moving around. I'm like, fuck.
Pobrecito, he's sacrificing right now. Sacrificing his pain. But you know what's crazy, you guys, is that morning, like I was praying so hard over him and his friends.
I don't know. I think you jinxed me because you told me 3 times, like, please be careful. Like,
it's because I had like a gut feeling, you guys. Nah, like I'm telling you.
You guys tell us down below in the comments. Like, you think she jinxed us? Or she was praying for it? I think she was kind of jinxing us.
No, but I did have a gut feeling that something was gonna happen, and like I prayed extra hard for him and his crew. Like I was like, Lord, please protect their bodies, please guide him. Like I literally was like, please protect him, like. And I feel like he did, because you hit your back on a rock.
So bad too. Like, oh my God. That was honestly intense. Yeah. I have never gotten like I've broken bones on the mountain and off the mountain, but I got, like, I even told the guys, I was like, this is probably the hardest hit I've ever had.
Yeah, I think it
in my life. And like I've broken bones up there, but this was pretty terrible. But I'll be good. Yeah. I'm different. So
I'm different. Average is the enemy.
I'll be alright. I'll bounce back.
Average is the enemy. Always remember that, you guys. That average is the enemy.
You swear you want to become a singer, huh?
I'm gonna be a singer one day, you guys. Just watch.
We need to get some auto-tune in this.
But I think that's a wrap for today's video, you guys.
Let's do it. I gotta.
You gotta
Yeah, I gotta.
hippity hoppity.
Yeah, going here soon.
Where's that from? Hippity hoppity. I don't know.
I have no idea.
You can tell we don't have kids yet.
Yeah. Not yet.
But thank you for joining me on this episode, honey. I know that a lot of people enjoy you on this podcast.
Hey, they better. They fucking better.
Everyone thinks that you're really funny, and I do too.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me, baby. I really enjoyed it.
Yes.
The coffee was really great right now too. It was really good.
Remember, this is where we drink our cafecito and talk that chismecito. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to us. Remember to follow us, rate the show, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Cafecito with Irali. Follow us on Instagram. And yeah, remember, average is the enemy. All right, peace out.
See you guys.